I only see you. So why are you here?
I watched Castillo order a whole boat of our people shot to death. And I want to know who's going to help me take him down.
Okay.
We did an everything you know about Far Cry 6 about a month ago, but guess what? It is time to update, my friends, because we now know so much more. I mean, it's right around the corner. We've gotten so much new information about the upcoming open world shooter, and we're going to give you guys a quick rundown on everything we know about Far Cry 6. Drop a like if you're excited for this game. Are you going to be purchasing it? And let's go. Starters? Well, for starters, the scale. Far Cry 6 is reportedly going to be the biggest game in the entire franchise, which is saying something. It takes place in a fictional Caribbean country called Yara. You're playing as a resistance fighter, and you're trying to push back against the fascist government. Now, Far Cry's had some massive maps throughout the decades, but this one is apparently going to be the biggest. According to one Reddit user, the new map will supposedly take over an hour to walk across. Now, obviously, we haven't seen the new map in its entirety in action, but before Far Cry 6, the biggest Far Cry game was 5, which took about 54 minutes to cross from end to end. So, if Far Cry 6 truly is going to be bigger than that, you're going to be looking at an hour of walk time. Now, the last few Far Cry games have had a bigger emphasis on co-op, and Ubisoft has confirmed co-op will be returning in Far Cry 6. It's a little unclear exactly how much co-op content will be in the game, as it's supposedly going to be less than Far Cry New Dawn, but it will be there. We'll just have to wait and see to what extent it's going to be. And speaking of previous Far Cry games, the Guns for Hire system from Far Cry 5 will be returning, although this time around, it's called Amigos, and none of them are human. Instead, you can recruit dogs, gators, other animals to fight with you. Heck, you can get a horse and ride it around. It's going to add a ton of extra excitement to the mix. And yes, there's obviously going to be human campaigns throughout the game, but they're not part of the Amigo system. Now, let's talk about something that's been getting negative attention. Okay? The announcement that Far Cry 6 will not have a map editor, which makes it the first game in the series since Far Cry 2 to do that. The map editor was one of the biggest selling points for Far Cry as a franchise, and it's something every game, it worked. It added a ton of replay value. It's unclear exactly why the map editor has been deleted from Far Cry 6, but as of right now, Ubisoft has confirmed it will not be featured in this game. Now, will it be added post-launch? Honestly, I'm not sure. Given the way the gaming industry is today, I wouldn't be shocked at all if the map editor was added a few months after launch, but don't get your hopes up. If you're expecting a map editor for Far Cry 6, you may be disappointed. It was also recently announced that the game will not have an arcade mode either, which is another long-time feature that seems an odd thing to delete. So call me a conspiracy theorist, but I think due to this game being so big, but also needing to be built for past-gen hardware, that Ubisoft had to cut some corners and get it running. And since it's a cross-gen game, they have to have all the same features on every version of the game. So the next-gen hardware owners are, let's be real, not getting everything you could. Like I said, it's totally possible the map editor and the arcade mode get added as free DLC, but I'm not going to put my money on it. With all the info we have right now, just don't get your hopes up. So, when is this game coming out? Well, right now, Ubisoft is sticking to October 7th of this year. It's been delayed a few times, but they say they're pretty adamant that this is it. Platforms, Far Cry 6 will be launching on the PS4, the PS5, the Xbox One, the Xbox Series X, the Google Stadia, don't know why, and the PC. Now, PC platforms, it will not be launching on Steam. Instead, it will be available on the Epic Games Store and the Ubisoft Store, which that's a little break from tradition, as every other Far Cry game is on Steam. It's totally possible it gets added to Steam a little bit down the line, but on launch day, you'll have to buy it from Epic Games or directly from the Ubisoft Store. And really quick, let's touch on weapons. There's going to be some cool ones. Hopefully, we get some alien Easter egg weapons, but we are getting the Macarena CD gun, which is pretty crazy, and we're getting a minigun that is powered by a motorcycle engine. So that's cool. I mean, the weapons look absolutely amazing. The showcase that we've seen, which isn't everything at all, it's going to be the tried and true Far Cry awesome weaponry. And there you have it, everybody. That is everything we know right now about Far Cry 6. Is it still getting your precious dollars? You let me know.